Once upon a time, there was a tiger who got trapped in a cage. He tried really hard to escape but couldn't. He felt angry and sad, so he rolled around and bit at the bars. By chance, a poor Brahmin happened to come by. The tiger asked him, "Please, kind sir, can you set me free from this cage?" The Brahmin, who was a good and thoughtful man, calmly replied, "No, my friend, I'm afraid that if I let you out, you might turn around and eat me." The tiger was desperate to be free. So he made a promise, saying, "No, no, I promise, I won't hurt you. I would be very grateful and serve you like a loyal slave. Believe me," the tiger said. Feeling moved by the tiger's crying and begging, the kind-hearted Brahmin's heart softened and he agreed to open the cage door. But as soon as the door opened, the tiger quickly jumped out and grabbed the poor man. The tiger laughed and called the Brahmin foolish, saying, "You are such a fool. What will stop me from eating you now? I have been locked up for so long, and I am very hungry." The terrified Brahmin pleaded with the tiger to spare him. The best he could do was to ask for a fair judgment from the first three beings they encountered about the tiger's actions. So the Brahmin started his search for justice. He asked a pipal tree for its opinion. The pipal tree responded coldly, "Why are you complaining? Don't I provide shade and shelter for everyone? But people cut down my branches to feed their cattle. Do you understand? So stop complaining and be brave." Feeling discouraged, the Brahmin continued on and found a buffalo working at a well wheel. He asked the buffalo what it thought about the situation. The buffalo replied angrily, "You are silly to expect gratitude. Look at me. When I gave milk, they feed me with cottonseed and oil cake. But now that I can't give milk, they tie me here and feed me with leftovers." Feeling even sadder, the Brahmin approached the road and asked for its opinion. The road said, "My dear sir, how foolish of you to expect anything different. I'm useful to everyone, but people walk all over me, leaving only the ashes from their pips and husks from their grain." Feeling disheartened by the responses, the Brahmin returned on his way, feeling sad. Along the path, he met a jackal who noticed his sad state and asked, "Why do you look so miserable, Mr. Brahmin? You seem as sad as a fish out of water." The Brahmin shared the whole story with the jackal, hoping for some clarity. The jackal seemed confused and asked the Brahmin to tell the story again, as everything was jumbled in its mind. The Brahmin patiently repeated the whole incident, including all the details, and made the story as long as possible. But the jackal shook its head, appearing distressed, and said, "It's so confusing. Can you tell me again? It seems like everything goes in one ear and out the other. Maybe if I go to the place where it all happened, I can understand and give a fair judgment." So the Brahmin and the jackal went back to the cage where the tiger was waiting, sharpening its teeth and claws. "You took a long time," growled the tiger, "but now let's start our dinner." Tiger said. "Dinner," thought the frightened Brahmin, trembling with fear. "What a polite way to say something so scary." "Please, my lord, give me just 5 minutes," pleaded the Brahmin, "so that I can explain the situation to the confused jackal here." Reluctantly, the tiger agreed to the Brahmin's request, giving him a few minutes to clarify things with the jackal. The Brahmin began retelling the entire story, making sure not to miss any details and stretching the narrative as much as he could. "Oh my poor brain, oh my poor brain," cried the jackal, appearing distressed and winging its paws. "Let me think. How did it all begin? You were in the cage, and the tiger happened to pass by." "Nonsense," interrupted the impatient tiger. "You are a fool. I was the one in the cage." "Of course," exclaimed the jackal, pretending to be frightened. Yes, I was in the cage. No, I wasn't. Oh dear. My wits are all mixed up. Let me try to remember. The tiger was in the Brahmin and the cage came walking by. No, that's not right either. Well, never mind me. Carry on with your dinner. I'll never understand." Yes, you will, roared the furious tiger. Enraged at the jackal's apparent stupidity, I'll make you understand. Look here, I am the tiger. Yes, my lord. And that is the Brahmin. Yes, my lord. And that is the cage. Yes, my lord. And I was in the cage. Do you understand now? Perfectly, smiled the jackal, swiftly closed the door. And if you allow me to say so, I believe things should stay as they were. In simple words, the jackal tricked the tiger by pretending to be confused. When the tiger tried to explain who was who in the story, the jackal deliberately misunderstood and closed the door of the cage, trapping the tiger inside once again. The poor Brahmin, relieved and grateful for its unexpected rescue, thanked the clever jackal and made his way home safely. While the trapper tiger lamented its fate, the moral of the story is that one should be cautious when making decisions based on promises made by those with selfish intentions. So, if you like my story, don't forget to subscribe my channel, Magic with Words.